Question for you, and it's an important one. Are you an organ donor? You should be. We all should be. April is National Donate Life Month. And that's why we're debunking the myths that surround organ donations. We have Dr. Tarek Al-Hamad here. He's with Barnes-Jewish Hospital to talk about organ donation and why it is important. Doctor, thank you for coming in again. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about the importance of organ donation.
Sure. So this month is a great way to raise the awareness and highlight the importance of organ donation in our life. Currently, there are more than 113,000 patients waiting for an organ. Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate that we don't have enough organs. So some of these patients may expire before they get their first offer of transplant. Right. So consider registering for organ donation. Each donor would save up to 8 lives.
Think about that for a second. 8 lives, and it's so easy to register. It's very simple. And a lot of us think, well, if I'm injured, they'll talk to my wife or my mom or my daughter or my son or whatever, and they'll say, yeah, go ahead. But by the time we get to those people, it may be too late if we don't know right off the bat that this person has registered.
Absolutely right. So you need to make sure to inform your family and loved ones about your decision, so your decisions will be respected and carried out after your death. Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about some of the myths that surround organ donation so that we can clear it up. Myth number 1 is I'm too old or too sick.
That's not right. Anyone, even if he's an elderly person or even if he has certain disease in an organ, he can donate other organs. So regardless of age or race, you could be an organ and tissue donor.
Mm-hmm. Now, I can't imagine that anybody would actually do this, but some people apparently think that in an emergency situation, if they knew I was an organ donor, they're not going to do everything they can to save my life.
Absolutely not. Our first priority as healthcare providers to do every possible thing to save your life. Mm-hmm. Organ donation will only be considered after all life-saving measures have been explored.
Mm-hmm. And then hearts, livers, and kidneys, I think we think of those as the common donation, but goes way beyond that.
Yeah, there are lungs, pancreas, intestines, and even tissue donation like heart valves, bone, skin, cornea. So there are other tissue that you could donate and help other patients who are on the waiting list.
And the kidney donation thing is something I always find fascinating, because we always think of, well, if somebody dies, we put their organs to good use, or their tissue or whatever else are these elements that we can harvest. But with a kidney, you don't have to wait until someone has passed.
Exactly. So there's something called live donation. Live donation of a kidney is one of the safest procedures that could happen in the OR. There are around 95,000 patients waiting for kidney transplant. They are waiting on dialysis, and the waiting time could be 3 to 5 years. Mm-hmm. So if, donating a kidney would have a major impact on the patient's life, would double the life expectancy, and not only that, will improve the quality of life of the patients. So that's have a huge impact for this grateful gift, and that's what we call it, donate a life. You are basically changing their life.
And minimal impact on the donor.
Exactly, exactly. We do a lot of testing to make sure that his life will not be impacted after donation.
So very quickly, how do we register to become a donor?
Sure. For more information, you can go to Barnes-Jewish website. Donateorgan.gov is the website where you can register. Or basically, when you renew your driving license, you could sign up for organ donation.
That's an easy way to do it. Thank you so much for coming in. This is so important. This is something we should all be doing. We will post a link with more organ donation information on our website at kmov.com following the show. Talk to your family about it. Make a call and make sure everybody's on the registration list, and make sure everybody knows that you are registered as well.
Great advice. Thank you very much, you two.